Good morning, Liam. The alarm just went off. It's time to wake up. Did you sleep well? Morning, Emma. I'm still a bit sleepy, but your cheerful voice helps. Waking up early is always tough for me. How do you manage to rise so easily every day? I've made it a habit. I usually get up at 6:30 right away when I hear the alarm. Consistency makes it easier over time. By the way, wake up is a common verb for this part of your routine. That's a good tip. I try not to hit the snooze button, but sometimes I do. So wake up means to stop sleeping, right? Exactly. And listeners, notice how we greeted each other. Simple phrases like good morning or morning are perfect to start the day politely. Let's check the time. My phone says it's 6:30. That means it's 6:30. Liam, how do you usually say the time in the morning? I say things like 7:15 or 7:45. For example, 7:15 means 15 minutes after the hour, and 7:45 means 15 minutes before. Right! Time phrases are essential for daily routines. If you want to ask about time, you can say, "What time do you usually get up?" And if you're running late, you might say, "I'm running late this morning." It helps others know your schedule. Exactly. And using these time expressions makes your English sound more natural. After waking up, I like to go to the bathroom first. Liam, what's the first thing you do in your morning routine? First, I brush my teeth. Then, I wash my face to wake up more. Sometimes, after that, I take a quick shower if I have time. Those are all useful verbs. Brush, wash, and take a shower. Sequencing words like first, then, and after that help explain the order of your actions. Exactly. If you want to list your steps, you could say, first I brush my teeth, then I wash my face. After that, I get dressed. Listeners, try repeating. First, I brush my teeth. Then, I wash my face. Practice saying it slowly to build your confidence. Let's highlight some bathroom vocabulary. Liam, what do you use to brush your teeth? I use a toothbrush and toothpaste. For washing my face, I need a towel and some cool water. Great. So, toothbrush, toothpaste, and towel are key words. Don't forget to use the verb brush for teeth and wash for face or hands. And if you want to ask someone, you could say, "Did you brush your teeth?" Or, "Have you washed your hands?" Exactly. These are simple, polite ways to talk about personal care. Now, let's move to the kitchen. I usually make coffee and toast for breakfast. Liam, what about you? I'm a cereal fan. I grab a bowl, pour in the cereal, and add milk. Sometimes I use a mug for coffee, and I always fill the kettle first. Nice! Mug, kettle, bowl, and spread are useful kitchen words. If you want to offer food, you can say, "Want some?" Or, "Would you like some toast?" Offering breakfast politely is a great way to practice conversation. For example, "Can I get you some coffee?" works well with friends or family. Exactly. Listeners, repeat. "Would you like some coffee?" And try offering breakfast in English. Now let's discuss habits. I usually eat breakfast right after getting dressed. Liam, how do you use usually in your sentences? I might say, "I usually check my phone before I leave," or "I usually make tea, not coffee." The present simple tense is perfect for things you do every day. Exactly. The word usually helps describe routines. You can also use always, sometimes, or never for more variety. Right. For example, "I never skip breakfast," or "I sometimes go for a walk." This makes your routine sound natural and clear. Listeners, try making your own sentences with usually and the present simple. After breakfast, I check the weather and think about my commute. Liam, how do you ask about someone's journey to work? I'd ask, "How long does it take you to get to work?" Or, "Do you drive or take the train?" These are useful watch. And yes, no questions. Exactly. Questions like, "How long?" and How do you get there? Help you talk about plans. For example, it takes me 20 minutes by bus. And checking the weather, you might say, is it raining today? Or do I need an umbrella? This helps you prepare before leaving. Listeners, try asking and answering, how long does your commute take? It's almost time to leave. I always say, have a great day. And I remind myself, don't forget your keys. Liam, do you have any leaving home habits? I double check that the lights are off and my phone is in my bag. I say, see you later, or take care, to my roommate before heading out. Those are great phrases. Don't forget your is useful for reminders, and see you is a friendly farewell. Exactly. Another tip. If you're in a rush, you could say, I'm running late, or I have to go now. Listeners, practice saying goodbye and giving reminders in English. Let's focus on pronunciation. When you say wake up, try linking the words wake up. It sounds smoother and more natural. Also, remember the silent k in no. You say no, not ku, no. Stress is important to put emphasis on time phrases, like 6:30. Good points. Practicing these details helps you sound more fluent. Listen and repeat. Wake up, no, 6:30. Shadowing works well, repeating just after you hear us. This builds pronunciation and listening skills together. Listeners, pause the podcast and repeat after us. Don't worry about mistakes, practice is key. To improve your listening, shadowing is a powerful tool. That means repeating what you hear right after us, copying our rhythm and tone. Exactly. Studies show that shadowing helps learners remember phrases and improve pronunciation. Even if it feels awkward at first, it gets easier with practice. You can also slow down the audio if you need more time. Repeat each sentence 2 or 3 times, focus on tricky words or sounds. And don't be afraid to pause and rewind. The more you listen and repeat, the more confident you'll become in real conversations. Let's try together. I'll say, I usually wake up at 6:30. Now you repeat it slowly, just like in the shadowing method. Now it's your turn. Describe your own morning routine in English. Try to use at least 5 verbs we practiced, like wake up, brush, get dressed, and 2-time expressions. For example, I wake up at 7. First, I brush my teeth, then I make coffee. After that, I get dressed before I leave at 8 o'clock. You can use this as a model. Pause the podcast and practice aloud. The more you speak, the easier it gets. Imagine you're talking to Emma or Liam. Don't worry if you make mistakes. Every time you practice, you learn something new. Try to include your favorite breakfast or your commute routine too. Great job today. Keep practicing, and soon you'll talk confidently about your mornings in English.